Hey everyone, welcome back to Mini Bike Mike's Garage. So I got a question for you on today's video. Are you as easily distracted as I am? I've got a whole shop full of projects. I've got the chop that we're been doing some videos on. We're currently working on. I've got this candy gold K0 that we did a really long video on, but I've still got some finishing touches to do. And I really need to concentrate on them. But last week I picked up a project and I made some video on it when I picked it up. And in that video I say, hey, when you finally see this, it'll be probably a couple months down the road. Well, no, I lied to you. It's only been like a week. But I'm just so distracted by that project. I want to know if the engine runs. It's just grabbed hold of me. And so today's video, we are going to jump onto something else. Not long term. This will be one video, I promise. So you're seeing me now. I'm going to splice in the video of when I picked it up last week, and then it will pick back up again when you see me dressed in this garb. And the only thing I want to do in today's video is just see if we can get it to run. It's a little bit different project than what we've ever had, so I'll be curious to get your comments. Like it, don't like it, continue, whatever. But we're not going to ride it. We're not going to tear it apart. All I want to do is just get the curiosity out of my mind of, will it fire up? The guy I bought the project from told me that it had ran a few weeks ago, but it quit on him, and I'm just curious to see, how deep we're going to get into this thing. So, with all that said, I'm going to play some video, and then I will see you guys back in just a minute. Hey, good morning, everybody. It is 8:18 on Tuesday morning, and I am setting out to go pick up a horizontal Honda that I have never purchased before. I'm going to try something a little bit different for the channel, so I don't think I'll take you along for the ride and bore you with that. I got to go a couple miles here to a guy local to me, bought something off of Facebook Marketplace, but I think you're going to like it, so you'll see it in a bit. All right, the pickup was successful. Don't know, can you guys see what we've got in the back? It's got an extra wheel, something I'm not used to. We'll see how it goes. Well, as you can see, I made it back to the shop with it. Before we take it off the truck, let's do a little walk around. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I don't know the first thing about these that have an extra wheel with them. Never owned one. Ridden a few of them back in the late 70s. The bigger tired ones, I think. I think this one's an 82 model. So this one's about from the time I graduated from high school. Where is it? There it is. 1982. Looks like it's got a aftermarket carburetor on it. The tank, I got the tank. Looks like someone has tried to patch a hole. Unfortunately, I didn't get a cap, so hopefully we can find a cap for it. The tank's rusty inside, but not horrible. So I have, depending on what's going on there, hopefully they use something that's fuel resistant. We are missing the rubber pieces that hold the tank in place that go, this goes around. So got a new front tire. This one's, it's holding air, but it's cracked and stuff. So he had a new front tire for it. I don't have any clue how many speeds it is. I don't know a thing about it. Back tire doesn't look too bad a shape. This one's got some sticky plugs in it, but that'll be all right. It's not a highway vehicle. It's too bad it's got the plastic. I wonder what caused that. was it rubbing on the tire? Was somebody, I don't know. That's the rest of the plastic. It's got some hairline cracks in it, but the rest of it looks in decent shape. Seat's obviously going to need to be recovered. We've got a decent looking front fender. Obviously there must have been some kind of headlight or something here that is broken and missing. There's no spark plug in it. He handed me a spark plug. Said it was running 3 or 4 weeks ago, something like that, and I wonder if they didn't foul the plug out or something, but hopefully we've got spark and can get it up and running fairly easy. But I think I'll eventually going to tear it all down, because it looks like, I'm just looking back into like brakes and all that, just looks like it needs to be pulled apart. And yeah, this brake pedal's not really moving, just needs to be lubricated and cleaned up. And I mean, obviously it looks like it's been sitting in outside or in a barn or something for a long time. So let's get it pulled off the truck. It does roll nice, which is good. Let's get it pulled off the truck, set it down, and then we'll pull on the rope and do some things like that, make sure it turns over easy. So hopefully I'm just gonna flop it down here. Yeah, I said it rolled easy. I fiddled with that front brake. I was checking to see if the front brake lever moved, and I think I got the brake locked up. It rolled easier when we rolled it out of his barn and put it in the truck. That's not too bad. I don't want to go backwards. We're obviously going to, you can tell this stuff is just rusty. We're going to have to pull it apart and go through it. But this is going to be a project for another day. It is currently Valentine's Day, February 14th, 2023. And I've got 2 or 3 other projects that I've got in the works already, videos we're making. So I do not want to interrupt those, slow those down. So the next time you see this will probably be few weeks, a couple months or something down the road, and I'll pull this back out and we'll continue this video. Well, I forgot we said we were going to pull on that cord. Oh, it's got good compression. No spark though. And this has CDI. Not points, apparently. So I'll have to do some research. I don't know if it's 6 volt, 12 volt, but it's got a CDI cover you see here. I see a 3. I don't know if there's a 4 up there or not. So I think it's a 3-speed, but I'm also seeing a high-low gear selector, that white button down there, just like a Honda Trail 90 has. So it looks like it's got a high-low, and I think maybe 3 speeds forward. I do not see a reverse on it. All right, we're gonna stop there and we'll pick it up here in a few weeks when we tear into it, and we'll see if we can't get it going. Okay, so now we're back to current day, and we're gonna do a little walk around. I don't ever think I actually mentioned what it is. It's a Honda ATC110. You can probably see it on the decals on the tank and so forth. But I think before we tear into it, we're going to do a little bit more of a walk around. I've got it up on this table and we're out in this part of the shop because I can't get it through the door. I have a 36-inch wide door that goes from this shop into where the bike shop is, and the butt on this thing is 38 inches wide, so that's a no-go. So we're just going to, for today, work on it out here, and then we'll eventually maybe take it in there when we go to tear it down. But let's do a little walk around. Now that we got it up where we can see it a little bit better. It's fairly complete. That, you know, in the last week or so since I picked it up, I've kind of did a little research, and I think it's got everything we need. I do have one question for you guys. Anybody that knows ATCs, I don't think that's the right front end on this. When I do a search for a 1982 ATC 110, it does not have this. It's got headlight ears and the little round headlight, kind of like a K1 and later CT70 or a SL70 has, and it does not have brakes. So I did a little deeper digging, and best I can tell, the forks in this front end came off a 84 or 85 ATC, what was it, a 125M or something like that. That's the closest thing I can get to matching up to the way this looks. So I don't know if somebody wrecked it at some point, bent forks, whatever, and so they swapped them out, but you guys tell me who know these things. I don't think that's the right forks for the bike. So anyway, I've still got the tank. It's sitting over here. We're not going to mess with it today. But, you know, pegs are complete. You know, we've got some funky wiring. It looks like they've done, because that's connected to the black and gold. That's the coil wire. So we'll get into that in just a second. Like I showed in the first video, or earlier in the video, the headlight is missing. We're kind of dark on this side. Sorry the lighting's not gonna be any better, but someone's put a carb on it, and we just have a little, this was on it when I got it. They put a little tank with just one line, so we'll have to figure out if it's getting fuel. Now that we got this maybe up closer, I can't tell if it's supposed to have, if there's probably a 4 up there. Why would you have the sticker go up that high if that was the last thing on it? So I'm going to guess it's a 4-speed, only pull start. And then down here, I think I tried to show earlier in the video, it's got the 2-speed switch. Let's see. Yeah, it's got a high and a low. Oh yeah, I can see that there's the L. So okay, and then that's a little arrow, isn't it? I see it now. So yeah, so it's back in the high position. It's pushed back, so the H and then the L if you roll that forward. I don't think it has a reverse. Pretty sure it doesn't. No, it just goes down to neutral. No reverse. So I'm gonna put you guys in the stand, and I think first of all I wanna do is take that seat off, and so we can kind of get a look at this. You know, we've still got the plug that the guy gave us, but I think I'll grab another plug and make sure that the no spark issue is not just a dead plug. So, all right, let me get you in a stand. There's a seat latch right under here. Ah, there we go. Take that off. Set it over here out of the way. All right, let's see if we can see what we got going on here. I like that it's got a CDI instead of points. And this is an 82. You know, the CT70 engines, they were points through 82. They didn't get CDI until the 90s, but okay, so there's a wire here. That's the coil wire. Looks like okay, they must have felt there was an issue at some point with the coil wire because they've unplugged it and they put a new wire, this yellow wire that comes up, and then they have cut. You guys seeing that? Here's the black and yellow from the harness for the coil. So that wire, this wire should just go loop through here, and it comes out back over here on the other side of the coil. So they've cut it and added one of these little doodads and put in this yellow wire. So, but that looks just like a basic 5-wire CDI like the Lifens and everything else uses. Everything else looks okay. So I've grabbed another spark plug. Let's just check first to make sure it's just not a dead plug that killed it. I don't know if you guys will really be able to see that. How closely can I zoom in? Heck of a lot closer than that. All right, we're looking right there. Oh, you know what? I think I saw a spark. Yeah, we've got fire. Well, I wonder if moving this wiring around, I had a bad connection, or if it was really well, I'll tell you what, let's swap the plug. You know what? I wonder if we've got a bad wire connection, because I think we've got fire with this plug now. Yeah. So we've actually, either I didn't see it the other day, or we've got fire from moving some wiring around. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm willing to probably bet money that this mess, we probably shook something up moving that around. Well, heck, if we've got fire, just now noticed the plug that he gave me has a larger diameter thread. My plug wouldn't have fitted anyway. No, it just falls in the hole. So I'll have to do some research and order, because I'll probably want to get a new plug, but I would have just got one from a CT70 and throw it in there, and that's not the correct thread. Okay, let's see what happens. I thought it was going to run for a second, like it was going to take off. Okay, so it will fire. Is there fuel in this tank? let's see, I think for lighting purposes, you guys might be better off on this side. Grab a couple screwdrivers. Let's see if we, well, it sounds like there might be something in that. Oh yeah, there's fuel in it. I'm gonna try and, let's see, what's this petcock on? It says it's on reserve. It's pointing toward the reserve, but I don't know if he's got it hooked to the right nipple on there to know if, let's open up the bowl. Oh, no, yeah, we're getting fuel drop. I don't know if you guys can see it. So I think we have fuel in the bowl. Let's shut this back off before we run it all out. Okay, if that's the case, choke. Okay, get the choke. Oh my. Well, come on. What if I hit it with some Gotta aim it at the carb, Mike. Did we lose spark? Oh, yeah, we're only running off the starting fluid, aren't we? It is. I'm not tall enough to reach the throttle and pull it. Yeah, we're going to need a carb clean, aren't we? I'll get that screwdriver. Yeah, because the bowl has fuel in it. There she goes. Doesn't like it off the choke. So we're having to clean the carb, we know that. But it runs! Kill switch works. That's cool. Carb does not like no choke. But, okay, that gets my curiosity taken care of. I'm glad to know that it runs. I think when we go to tear into this thing, I may look at, I wonder if I could get one of like the run-only harnesses that I use on the Lifen bikes, if I could somehow get that harness to work. It should have just the same, it only takes 3 wires on these, and they look like they're the same colors as what the current one are. We've got a green ground, a black and a red, and a blue and a white. And that's really all we need to get the Lifens to run. So try and clean some of this up. But that is for another day. Get this brake set up. I don't know what this arm is. Wait a minute. Okay, so you push. Oh, look at that. So it pivots here, so this piece moves forward, which pulls this, which pushes that. Holy cow. They must have got paid by how much they had to engineer it or something. Yeah, do you see that? But it's all stuck, so we'll have to tear it all apart. But I wonder what this arm does. It's obviously adjustable. Interesting. I know absolutely nothing about these. Like I said earlier, I've never owned one. You know what, I'm gonna take you right back out of there. So, anyway, I'm gonna finish to wrap it up here. If you know anything about ATC 125s or 110s, let me know in the comments if you know if that is a correct front end. Oh yeah, she's got a few hundred more miles to go on her, so it'll be fine. Yeah, check out that front end. Let me know what you think there. And honestly, I'm gonna leave it alone now for probably a few weeks to a couple months and finish up a couple of these other projects, and then we will tear into this. But let me know what you think. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Later.